A very good afternoon, class. Through this video I am going to explain you why we have different type of irrigation practiced in India. Okay, why different types of irrigation are practiced in different parts of the country. Okay, so we all know mainly we have three types of irrigation. Okay, three types of irrigation are mainly practiced in India. They are canal irrigation, tank irrigation and well irrigation. Okay, canal irrigation, tank irrigation and well irrigation, in which canal is of two type: inundation canal, perennial canal. Then we have tank irrigation. Then third we have well irrigation, in which wells are divided into two categories: surface well, subsurface well or tube well. Okay, first is surface well or subsurface well, which can be lined well or unlined well. Lined means pakka well, or unlined well means kacha well. And tube well, so it is of two type: surface well and or subsurface well and tube well. Okay, now we'll talk about canal irrigation. Okay, although we all know canal irrigation is mainly popular in the northern part of India. As you can see, I'm showing you India map given in your book. Okay, so canal irrigation is mainly practiced in northern part of India. Okay, as you can see, large areas under canal irrigation. Okay, you can check green color area showing canal irrigated area. Okay, so you can check large part of northern plain is mainly using canal irrigation, and those areas are Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, West Bengal. Okay, so in northern part of India, Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar. So this whole region is irrigated by canal. It is using irrigation method which is canal irrigation. Okay, in southern part of India, in very few part canal irrigation is possible. Okay, like you can check Mahanadi area. Okay, so in southern part, mainly the delta of Mahanadi, the delta of Godavari, the delta of Krishna river, the delta of Kaveri. These are the main areas where canal irrigation is possible or practiced. Although canal irrigation is mainly practiced in northern part of India. Now we'll talk about those geographical conditions which make canal irrigation possible in northern India and quite difficult in southern part of India. Okay, why canal irrigation is very popular in northern India, not in southern India much. Okay, so let's talk about it. We all know in the northern part of India, the rivers which we have, they are perennial rivers. Perennial rivers are those rivers which can provide water throughout the year. So in northern part of India, rivers are perennial, they can provide water throughout the year. Okay, they are snow fed, means they are getting continuous supply of water. They are getting like Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, so many rivers which we have. Okay, they are getting continuous supply of water from the melting glaciers. So those glaciers which are melting in hot condition, okay, in high temperature, that melting water from the glacier is continuously added in those rivers. Okay, which make those rivers perennial, means they have water throughout the year, and those rivers can provide water throughout the year. So this is the first very important condition required for the canal irrigation, that place should have perennial rivers which can provide water throughout the year. So rivers in the northern plains are perennial as they are snow fed. Okay, while in the southern part, most of the rivers are non-perennial, means most of the river gets dry during dry condition. They don't have water during dry condition. That is why those rivers are not able to provide water in drier condition. Okay, while in northern part, rivers which are perennial, most of the rivers are perennial, they can provide water to the canals throughout the year. Okay, so this is first geographical condition. Second, in northern part, the land is quite soft. In the northern part, this northern part which we have, okay, in this northern part, the land is quite soft means soft rock are there. Okay, soft rocks are there. Okay, which make digging or construction easy. The land is quite soft because of thick alluvium. Okay, the rock which is present here, that is not very hard and massive. Okay, that is comparatively soft in nature. Okay, and land is almost flat. We all know land. First characteristic, rivers are perennial. Second characteristic is this, that land is soft in nature. Okay, because of the presence of thick alluvium soil. okay, thick alluvium, and because of the presence of thick alluvial soil, the characteristic of land is that is soft in nature, which make construction easy. So it is easy to dig canal in these place. So it is easy to construct dig canal in these place. Means dig it the land which is nearly flat, okay, almost flat you can say, and land is soft in nature because of presence of thick alluvium. So these conditions, these geographical conditions make digging easy, make it support in construction. That is why it is easy to dig canals here, okay. While in southern part condition is different. Most of the rivers are non perennial, cannot provide water to the canal throughout the year, okay. Plus the land which is present in southern part, that is very hard and massive. So because of the presence of hard and massive rocks, digging this part, southern part, is not supporting digging much, okay. That is why construction is not that easy in southern part, okay. Now next is demand for irrigation is more in northern plains as compared to other areas. It is because arable land is in northern plain is higher than the other parts of the country. So demand for irrigation in northern part is more as compared to the southern part, because in northern part arable land is more, okay. That is why demand is more. So arable land means cultivated area is comparatively more as compared to the southern part of India, which has hard massive rocks. This is mainly plateau region, okay. So not much land is present there for irrigation purpose or for the cultivation purpose as compared to the northern part. The northern plain is fertile, and so the expenditure of constructing canals can be compensated with the higher yield. We all know that canal construction is not cheap, it is very costly, okay. But when good amount of, or you can say when we have large tracts of cultivable land, so although initial cost, construction cost is very high of in canal construction cost is very high, but once it is constructed, it will helpful for the longer period of time. And because more land is under cultivation, so the good that can be the cost of construction can be compensated with the higher yield, because production will be high, good amount of crops will get, okay. So that higher cost of construction can be compensated with the higher yield. While in southern part not much area is under cultivation, and construction of canal is also very difficult, perennial rivers are not there. So all these geographical conditions make canal irrigation quite difficult in southern part of India, okay. Plus less arable land is there, so it cannot compensate with the high construction cost of canal, okay. So these are the main reasons why canal irrigation is popular in northern part, not in southern part, okay. Now we'll talk about the next irrigation method, but that is tank irrigation, okay. Now question arises, why tanks are more popular in southern part, not in northern part. As we have discussed that canal irrigation is very popular in northern part as compared to the southern part. In the same way, why tank irrigation are more popular in southern part, not in northern part, that we'll discuss in next video.